Why do I need a daily login pack? What good does that do me? I have 33 packs open now. Alright, what's up guys? This is Sam here. And I'm going to talk about a little movie that just came out called Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I just saw it, the midnight premiere in Japan. And I just wanted to talk about it. I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. So I'm going to play Halo while I talk about a Star Wars movie because I got nothing. I was going to play Battlefront, but I can't join any games on it. It's weird. So I'm just going to play Halo instead and talk about Rogue One. And I guess I'm joining a game that already started. Awesome. So Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, just came out. I saw it. And so just so you guys know, I'm going to have spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen it, or if you don't want to know what happens, don't watch this. Go watch the movie, come back, and then talk to me later. And we'll have some fun talks about it while this guy with us. Oh, jeez. I just got destroyed. So, Rogue One, my initial reaction. Oh, I got a sword now. My initial reaction is I really liked the movie. I liked it a lot. I am absolutely dying to see it again. Oh, I'm coming back to you. I'll get back here. Oh, you killed my friend. Okay. I'm really dying to see the movie again because I had a lot of fun with it. And hey guys. He's dead. It's definitely, I think I could see why a lot of people might not like this movie, because one mistake I made going into the movie that I tried to fix like halfway through the movie, which wasn't very good, was that this isn't like a normal Star Wars movie. This is something completely different. It really is a war. Like I knew going into it that it was going to be a war movie, but I guess I just didn't really think about what that meant. And it didn't really occur to me until the movie started, and I realized that this, just the way it's set up, it doesn't feel like a normal Star Wars movie at all. But that's not a bad thing. I think that's a really good thing, because I think Gareth Edwards, in one of the featurettes that I saw, or some behind-the-scenes video, he said something along the lines of, this isn't an exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, if you're not doing anything new, if you're not trying new things, then what are you bringing to the table? And he definitely tried new things, and he did bring something to the table, in my opinion. And I really liked, just thinking about it, it was really awesome. It's such a gritty, dirty war film which you don't really see much of that in Star Wars, because you're used to seeing, I mean, yeah, the original trilogy wasn't like all clean and polished like the prequels, but you were at least seeing the more of the high up people, you know, like the big main characters, whereas these were just the rebels who were just boots on the ground, you know, and it shows how rough it was for them. And I do have some little complaints about the movie. There's some things that kind of took me out of it, like I said, I'm getting into spoilers. I didn't think that Tarkin needed to be CGI. Like that really kind of threw me off. I would have been fine if they just got a different actor. I know some people might not want, oh, you can't have another guy play Tarkin, but that CGI character, well, was weird. And same with Leia. Like, she was at the end, and I just couldn't take it seriously. But everything else, like, I really liked all the fighting, all the action was great in the movie. I really enjoyed every bit of action. Donnie Yen's character was friggin' badass. Like, he's probably my favorite, maybe my favorite character from that movie. You know, some blind dude who's just holding a stick, beating the crap out of people. There is one thing, I can't remember exactly what he says about the Force, but he kept saying it over and over again, and you know, that it was cool, but he might have said it a few too many times. K2SO, the droid, friggin' hilarious. Oh no, don't do this again. I'm just gonna run away. Yeah, so I guess the main spoiler of the movie is that everyone dies. Every single rebel dies. Like, all the main characters that you can think of die. And, which I was kind of expecting, because, you know, they're not in A New Hope, obviously, so why would they need to be alive? The fact that the majority of them died from blowing up was kind of a little too much for me. I was like, alright. I would have liked some variety in their deaths, at least. And there were some moments in the movie that should have been like a little bit more emotional than they were, like when Galen Erso died. you know, I definitely felt something, but I felt like it could have been a little bit more powerful. I think all the acting in the movie was great. I love Ben Mendelsohn's character, Orson Krennic. He did great in the movie, and he had a scene with Darth Vader that I really enjoyed. And the Darth Vader stuff, Darth Vader was used very sparingly in the movie, but they friggin' nailed it. There was my favorite scene in the entire movie. I think a lot of people's favorite scene in that movie is right at the end when Darth Vader just comes up and just wrecks friggin' shop on some rebels. And like, I wanted to see that so much going into the movie. That was one of the things that I wanted to see more than anything, and we got that, and it was so awesome and intense. Like, I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm more afraid of Darth Vader now than ever. Oh, we're gonna win this game. Let's do it. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with the movie. I can see why some people might not like it. If you go into it thinking that it's going to be like every Star Wars movie you've ever seen, you're going to be wrong, and it might be hard for you to accept it as a Star Wars movie. But I think once people kind of understand that, hey, Star Wars is trying to go down a different route now, like they're trying to change things up, and this is like this is step one in those changes, and I think they did a good job, because I don't want to be seeing the same stuff over and over again. I want to see something new. And the main thing that I wanted from this movie, and they gave it to me, was I wanted to walk out of that theater being more of a Star Wars fan walking out than I was going in. And that is absolutely true. They added so much to the story. They expanded the universe. They really did, because you're getting characters who are just their own characters. You know, they're not related to Darth Vader or Luke or Obi-Wan. They're just their own characters. And it's so nice to see that and have a story told from their perspective. And personally, I think it's funny, because I say I like that they did all this new stuff, and I know The Force Awakens kind of took a lot from A New Hope. I still kind of, in a way, I think I prefer The Force Awakens to Rogue One, but I'm very happy that Rogue One did what it did, and I am absolutely dying to see it again. I've been thinking about it all day, and there's nothing I want more than to go see that movie again. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I mean, if you're not the biggest Star Wars fan, like this, honestly, I think you might even enjoy this movie more, because the action in this movie is incredible. It's like the best Star Wars action I think I've ever seen. And yeah, it was intense. It was a great movie. I loved it. I can't wait to see it again. I can't wait to see what they keep doing with these anthology films, because that one worked out great. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say. Fireball's invited me to a party now. I might as well join. That's all I really had to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I never really do movie reviews, but I decided, you know what? I'm a Star Wars fan, and I want to talk about some Star Wars. So I just talked about some Star Wars. Thank you all for listening, and I'm going to blow myself up to end this video.